All right, just to show you, the 16 to 28 is the same size as the 28 to 70, okay? But when you zoom it, it's all internal focus, okay? It's not moving in or out. On this lens, right here, it does zoom in and out, 28 to 70. So it does extend. It's not an internal focus or in-barrel focus lens. But they're the same size, about the same weight. So I'm going through the house. Low light. And this time it's capped at 5,000 ISO. Instead of 12,800. But there you go, outside. I'm at 28 millimeters. Now, I'm going to go to the 70. So I see you have a longer reach. 28 to 70 is not bad. So you've seen the Canon RF 28 to 70. And here's the Sigma 28 to 70. f2.8. Now when it's in the shade, the flowers kind of fold up. 28 millimeters. There we go. Let's focus on that. There we go. So I'm just moving around. 28 millimeters. We're at 70 millimeters. You can see the flowers. You can see the berries. And I don't know, you saw the bird. So it focuses pretty good. Yeah, there's a bird just traveling from one tree to the other. Not making a noise. I see some wasps. And there you go. That's a 70. This is a 28. So this is a Sony A7S3. Yeah, I have to water the plant again. It's nice. There's my dog at 70 millimeters. And now she's at 28. So if you have to, you can vlog with this camera, okay? 4K 30. It's the S, it's not the HS, okay? So it's the second tier, but it's a heavy lens, okay? And the A7S3 is a bigger camera than the ZV-E1, but I can hold it a lot better than the ZV-E1, especially with a lens like this, okay? So what do you think? This has less overheating, still the 12 megapixel powerhouse sensor like the FX3, this camera, ZV-E1. What do you think? So I'm walking around, I see the little box around my eye. So with the latest firmware, third-party lenses are focusing. I had more problems with the Sony f1.8 85 millimeter. This one's doing great. So you see, you can get some 2.8, 2.5 lenses that are smaller than this, that are primes, the small compact primes, and they'll work just as fine. But I just want to show you that different zooms can still work, third-party zoom, on this camera. So let's try another one. Okay, inside, starting to get dark. Getting close to, the clock caught up. So it's almost 6:30. This is the 24mm f2.8. Okay. I can go to a 40mm, 50mm at 2.5. This is a small, compact lens. This is great for vlogging. It's great for street photography. A catch-all. The 40mm is good because it's kind of in between the 35 and the 50. But I also have the 50. They're all the small, compact primes. There's this 2.8. How does it look? I'll walk around and you look at the stabilization. Okay? And it's just standard. I don't think I have it on active. I can take a look real quick. No, it is on active. I take that back. Okay? So, but still, you can see behind me, pretty clear, 2.8. What do you think? Just walking around. Do you see any problems with focusing? Do you see any problems with me walking? Do you see any wobbly effect on the sides? Is this the perfect combo, which I think it is, for a small camera? So I got a camera that Peter Gregg is going to pick up tomorrow from B&H. I'm going to let him use it, and he can compare it with his Eleanor. And I'm not going to give it away, but it's a good camera. Okay? That's why I bought it. So it's a Sony camera. You just have to figure out which one I got him. Anyway, this is the A7SIII, 12 megapixels. The ZV-1 is a bigger one. But this is alright. I can use this for a vlogging camera, especially with this lens. It's not that bad for vlogging. And for taking pictures, it's not that bad looking at my dog. What do you think? Pretty good picture, right? So you get the drift. It's like it's doing well. Let me just scroll it a little bit. So 24 millimeters is kind of nice. Some people like the 35. I got the 40 for that. Some people like 50. So here's 3 primes. They're small, compact, and good. So I've had 2 Sigma Zims, or I mean 2 Sigma Zooms, 16 to 28, 28 to 70, f2.8. This is a 2.8. Now I'm going to use 2 more lenses. You can probably use the 40 millimeter for vlogging, but I wouldn't recommend it. 40 and 50, no. But that's what there's next. So this is why I don't usually like using a 35 millimeter and on up. Okay, so we're looking at the low light performance. This is the 40 millimeter f2.5 at 2.5. Okay, let's go outside. So I'm staying in focus. I'm just going to show you that 40 and 50, you're stretching it, especially with the active. So I'm filling up the whole screen and you don't see that much behind. But what this is good for is street photography and videos. I can move it as close as possible. It's a very good lens. Once I get it in focus, there we go. So I see, I can go up to these flowers and it'll stay in focus. Small compact lens. And then if I do a scroll, look at that. Isn't that something? I'm just scrolling around the house. Or around the yard, I should say. And we're back to the flowers. I can back up a little bit. For 24 millimeters, you can do that. Just move a little bit back, a little bit forward. What do you think? Pretty good? How about this plant? Just move a little bit back, capture the whole thing. Isn't that pretty? Same thing over here. But you can move a little bit forward, get both in the shot. There we go. How's that? Pretty good, right? So this is 40 millimeters. Let's look at some clouds. Look at the trees. What do you think? 12 megapixel camera. Not bad, right? Okay, let's go to the 50 millimeter.